If you're not thinking of LinkedIn as a search engine, simply put, you are not visible. There are 600 million people on this platform and search is used all the time. It's an absolutely vital part of the platform. And if you thought we were gonna get out of a LinkedIn series without me talking about it, well, sorry, because today we're gonna talk all about LinkedIn. We're gonna look at the LinkedIn insights, search strategies, and placements. And by the end, you're gonna understand better how to use LinkedIn SEO to get the best search results possible and get yourself high ranked where you want to be. My name's Trent Kennelly. I'm a marketing strategist, and on this channel, I talk about all the things that you can do to improve your business through marketing and sales. So make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment and tell me your top LinkedIn keyword, and let's get started. So let's take a look at where you are now on LinkedIn. Let's look at your current ranking information, and that's gonna help guide us down to the path to where we need to go next. So to understand this, we're gonna use our dashboard. To get to the dashboard, you go to your profile, and then you scroll down to the My Dashboard section. Nobody else can see this, it's just yours. Even though it's on your profile section, you're the only one who can see this, okay? There's 3 subsections here. The first one is profile views. So that's who's viewed you, the viewing trend, so you can know if you've had certain activity this week that has caused more people to view your profile or less people to view your profile, etc. The second one is your post views. So this breaks down who has looked at the posts that you have made, what company they're from, the location data about that particular person, etc. So you can get pretty granular about who's looking, and if you're not hitting the right target, then you can make an adjustment to your post type, your post schedule, etc. And then the third, and this is really the most important for our purposes here, is your search appearance. So these are your keywords. And we're gonna get into keywords a little bit later in the video, but for now, if you look at your search appearance, you can see you have appeared in the search this many times for this specific keyword. And so, for instance, let's say that you're a salesperson, but suddenly you're showing up in search appearances for human resources. Well, we need to take a look at your profile and figure out how we can change it around so that you're not appearing in those search terms, because that doesn't make any sense for you, right? Okay, so that is where we're gonna start. So now that you have that current ranking information, let's talk about the types of searches that you need to think about when you're optimizing your LinkedIn profile for SEO. So the first one is a hashtag search. So people are searching on hashtags and they're following hashtags in the exact same way that they do it on Instagram, which means that you can access those hashtags for people who are looking for information on specific topics. So here's the little hack that you can use to get the best hashtags. So start a post, and you're gonna see at the bottom of that post that you're gonna get some suggested hashtags. Don't finish your post, but grab all of those hashtags, put it in a Word document, and then start researching them on LinkedIn. And you're gonna see that some of them have a lot of followers, some of them have less followers, some of them aren't as active, some are more active, etc. So what you're looking for is something that has a good number of followers, but not an enormous number of followers, and something that's active. You always want active, okay? Because if it's not active, nobody sees it anyway, and it's dead and it's pointless, okay? So what do I mean by a lot of followers and not a lot of followers? Let's use hashtag marketing and hashtag marketing strategy as an example. So hashtag marketing has 20 million followers on it. That's a huge amount of followers on a hashtag versus marketing strategy, which has 64,000. 64,000 is still a very healthy sized audience. You have to ask yourself at that point, okay, so I know that I have a much smaller audience here. It's still active. Which one am I gonna be more likely to have a big impact on? It's obviously marketing strategy, because on hashtag marketing strategy, even though the pool is lower, that means there are gonna be less posts on it because there's less followers. And that means that the post that you put out is more likely to rise to the top with that hashtag than it would be for a hashtag marketing, because you just have way more to compete with. So this is a question of the hashtag volume, the hashtag followers, and effectively what you would call the search pool. So the number of things that you're competing with. So how would you actually use these hashtags once you have them and once you've decided on which ones to use? The first thing I'm gonna say is don't hashtag every word. That's annoying, and that's at least a 10-year-old technique. It just doesn't work anymore. It's better to just take your hashtags and clump them at the bottom or clump them in a comment. There's a lot of debate about which one is more effective, but I actually haven't seen any data to prove that one is more effective than the other, so just pick one and go with it. And as long as you're consistent, it doesn't really matter. But as long as you are following the suggested hashtags and you're doing your research, then you'll be successful on this method. The second type of search is a keyword search. This is as important on LinkedIn as it is on Google, because LinkedIn search is used all the time, and so you want to be appearing as high as possible possible, which means you need to have the right keywords that are related to things that people are actually searching for. Not only that, but on Google, they highly index LinkedIn. And so if you're appearing high on the LinkedIn search results, you will probably also be appearing high on the Google search results. So it's kind of a double whammy, very, very high value. So let's talk about how to do this. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at our search appearance and we're gonna see what keywords we're appearing on. If you are not appearing on the keywords that you think you should be, then we need to really optimize your page and find the right keywords to put on your page so that you're getting more people there. If you are, great, you can end this video, good for you. In any case, so how we're gonna do this is there's no way to actually do research for keywords on LinkedIn. There's no tool that really allows for that. So we're gonna approximate it by using a Google search, and it'll kind of get us there. It's not one-to-one, but at least it'll give us a good idea, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use KW Finder. You can use anything you want, keywordtool.io, Ubersuggest, SEMrush, whatever. I really like KW Finder. I think it's a very high quality tool. It really gets you a lot of information super fast, and it's always updating, so it's fantastic. So just put a search in for the keyword that you want to appear on, or something like the keyword that you want to appear on. There's 4 pieces of information here, but the 2 we're going to focus on are search volume and keyword difficulty score, okay? So the search volume is exactly like it sounds. This is the monthly search volume, how many times this keyword is generally searched on a month. If you don't see it, you can go to the top right and click trends, and that's going to show you the Google trend for that search word. The other thing that we're looking at is the keyword difficulty score. So this is a proprietary score by KW Finder, but it does a pretty good job of identifying easy to access keywords that have high search volume. So that's what you're really looking for here. High search volume, low difficulty, right? So we're looking for something that's about a 40 and below. So take your time, look through these keywords, see if you can find related keywords, just dig down as much as possible. This could take an hour or 2. Don't be afraid of that time because it's really worth it to optimize your profile. So once you've identified those keywords, we need to talk about how to put them into your profile. All right, let's talk about placement. So hashtag placement, remember that this is all about categorizing content. So it's very in the moment and it's very active. It's not static friendly. So if you're using this on your profile page or your company page, your title, your headline, your summary, anything like that, it's not gonna be as effective because it's not gonna wanna categorize that content because that's not up to the minute stuff. You wanna use hashtags in the content itself to bring value to people when they're looking for the information that you are offering, okay? So remember, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but remember that you want to put the hashtags in the bottom of the content or in the comments, not so much in the text itself, because that can just be a little overwhelming and annoying. And if you want a little more information on content and how to get the best content out there for your personal brand on LinkedIn, check out this video I did just a few weeks ago on LinkedIn for your personal brand. Keyword placement is much more static friendly. It's all about putting these things in places that you control, that you want to have people coming to when they're searching for you, okay? So it's really important here, not only because it's going to help people get into your page, but it's also going to show them that exactly what they looked for in search is what you are offering, right? Okay, so let's look at the 7 areas that you need to place your keywords to get the most out of your keyword optimization. The first is the title. You want to have your primary keyword as the first words in your title. Forget your actual job title. This is about emotion, right? And so you want your keyword in there because people see that when they're doing the search and they see, oh, this person is exactly what I'm searching for. Click, right? The second place is your headline. It's important to place what you do here, and keywords are important to reinforce that. So you want to make sure that you have that information, not necessarily at the front, but that keyword being placed in the headline is super important. The next section is the summary. So this is the most overlooked part of LinkedIn, but this absolutely defines you, your business, and what you offer, and it is ripe for keywords. This is the first place when someone comes to your profile where they can read more than 1 or 2 lines about who you are and what you do. So if you can have this really filled up with very interesting information about who you are that keeps people reading, but also pepper it with keywords, you're gonna be able to optimize your profile a lot by using the summary. The next section is the skills section, and guys, this is literally just a list of keywords, so you should absolutely fill this out as much as possible. The next section is job history. This is not a resume. This is all about making it so that your client can understand why you are a benefit to them. So you're writing paragraphs about benefits, about pains that you've helped solve, etc., and you can fill that with keywords. It's really easy to do. And then finally, education. You want to have keywords in here if you can, but I understand also that education is a little less descriptive, so sometimes that can be kind of hard. Final tip, guys, no keyword stuffing. I know I just said put keywords everywhere, but I want you to be strategic about this. You want to make it sound like real sentences. You want it so that when people are reading the page, they can understand what you're saying. They're not just seeing a bunch of gobbledygook keywords. It doesn't make any sense for them. It's going to annoy them. And also, LinkedIn's gonna be able to identify it as a problem, and they're gonna discount you in search as a result of that. So it doesn't help anybody in the long run. All right, so there's the strategy to win big on LinkedIn with SEO. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Let me know your top LinkedIn keyword based on the keyword research that you've done and how that's gone for you. Also, make sure that you check out the ultimate guide to LinkedIn in my description. It's gonna take you through LinkedIn SEO and the algorithm, all sorts of other stuff, and I would love to know what you think about it. So just give that a shot in the description. In the meantime, make sure that you subscribe and you hit that bell to be notified, and I will catch you in the next one.